Hey y'all, hey. I'm Jay.
I'm C,
And
and
welcome
welcome
to
to
the
the JNC room.
JNC's room. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back. We about to talk some shit. As you know, I'm Jay.
I'm C. Welcome to the J&C room.
Yes. And as you know, we always have something spicy to talk about. We always got some real shit to talk about.
So here's just today's topic. It's a little juicy. Should your number of how your rating, should it really affect your worth? Should that really even matter, or should you just know, or who gives a fuck?
So now, we have thought this. We a while ago, we saw.
Drink my damn tea.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
I'm
you
gonna
go
take
ahead and talk. I'm sorry. I was being rude.
So a while ago, we saw this YouTube video where they was breaking down the science of numbers, right? The rating of somebody. You remember he put me onto it. So they were talking about how like the majority of people are average, and you go up based on the symmetry of your face. The more symmetry you have, the higher your number is.
Body also.
Body as well. So, and then when we was looking at this,
And height.
yeah, when we was looking at this, there was a lot of people that would be considered like a 7 or 8 that I was just like, there was a few, like two of them, and how 9s and 10s are non-existent because that means perfect. So the highest you could go is an 8. So now when he's breaking this down and how like people see things and really the science of it, it was like, oh, that's when I realized like, oh well, so to certain people, I would be like a 3 or 4. And it was like, all right. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, society has deemed me a certain way or deemed me not in the beauty bracket. I'm for my own experience. You get what I mean? Not in the beauty bracket.
I already know what I'm about to say now.
You get what I'm
times.
saying?
I feel like I'm about to say it 1,000 times.
But so I came to grips with that. So even though the number is like 3 or 4, I'm like, fuck it, shit. I'm gonna look in the mirror and I'm gonna be like, I'm a 7, I'm an 8. Or if I have a bad day, today I'm like rocking a 6. So it's more of like, do you care about how society looks at you? Do you care about the number that society gives you? Does it? And that's more of it. Like, do you use that to determine your own self-worth? Me, period. Not me, period. Me personally, I feel, who gives a fuck? You can have the sun. You can know reality and know that the world looks at you this way or whatever the case is. But do I think that should say how you should move? No, I do not think that. There's a lot of podcasters that kind of, there's a lot of women that go on there and they're like, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, and they vary in looks. You get what I'm saying? But they literally think they're a 10. It's not like I know that I'm a 6, but in my eyes, I'm a 10. So because I'm a 10, I'm going to...
One girl did say it on Pearls.
Oh, she did?
Remember the big girl on Pearls? And she was just like, yeah, I think I'm a 10, but society might look at me like a...
Yeah, and then she was still bashed, though. Like, even after saying that. When she still had the realistic of, like, I know this. And I think when it's like that, it's okay. But she was still bashed. And that's to me like, why not? Look, she's saying that I know I'm this, but to me I'm this. Look.
I personally, how you feel about yourself is not an accurate depiction of how you look. How you feel about yourself is based on your emotions, how you felt that day, your confidence. Because there's a lot of confident, unattractive people in this world. But confidence does not answer how you look. How you look is how you look. That's just facts. That's just what it is. I believe that I'm a 4-5. And I'm okay with that. Because I have a personality, I have a charm, I have conversation. I have other things that once I open my mouth, I might be viewed different. But if we're talking about just looks, nothing else, it is what it is. That's just the facts of the situation.
And you're not saying it on some like, woe is me. You get what I mean?
I'm saying like, and people that say they don't care, that's a lie. It's a lie. I've proven this plenty of times before. If you allow somebody to put you in a social construct, you care.
And this is where I still like. I get what he's saying.
I think you should
elaborate.
If you allow somebody to put you in a social construct is something that was created by other people, right?
Example,
a social construct, race, black. That's a social construct. BBW, social construct. I'm a chubby boy, social construct. Anything that's not talking about you, in the sense of who Corey, me, Jay. Anything that categorizes you with other people, social construct. Anytime you allow a social construct or you use social constructs, you actually do care to a certain degree what people think. Everyone does. If the only time someone don't care is it'd be like, if I be like, hey, what's your race? Well, I feel like I'm just me. That's when you don't care. When you don't even associate yourself to a race. Male or female is a social construct.
So,
well, my fault. Man and woman's a social construct. Female and male is your gender.
But but some would argue that that's also a social construct. That's actually the big argument, right? That's a whole nother topic. That's a big argument right now of that being a social construct.
If your penis shoes come and you ovulate, that's what you are. But now, if you feel like you was born to be something else, that's your emotions telling you that. That's not what the facts are. What?
That's a.
But real... if you want to identify as that, by all means, you can do what you want. I'm just telling you what the physiology says. That's what the textbook says. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you want to be called,
right now, like, so
if you think you're a hippo, man,
not to go off topic so much, but just even to talk about that, like, so right now it's a big argument, like, with that community and the whole like that or whatever. Just to say real quick, and that's their argument. Their argument is that, male and female, man and woman, the gender. To assign a gender is a social construct. They consider that a construct, and they don't consider race a social construct. Because the people on the opposite side say to them.
So can I be an asshole?
I mean, well, let me finish. The people on the opposite side say to them, well, then if you can, say that you feel that you are a woman or you are a man and you was assigned the wrong gender, then I can say that I feel like a white woman. And their argument is like, no, race is not a social construct. You're born this way. Like, you can't change.
You think categorizing anybody is a social construct?
And to me, I was, so now with that. But go ahead and say what you was gonna say, because then I'm.
So like the thing about social constructs is hilarious, because how you want to re-identify yourself into a different social construct? You still know a social construct. Doesn't matter which one you belong to. If you already didn't like it's a funny thing, because now you want to pick which social construct you belong to.
So
that's like you being God now.
But but is it God? Because it's man who created social construct. God didn't.
No. But I'm saying, like, see, a lot of times people don't even think like that. Like what you just said is the facts. What I'm saying is, when people don't know about social constructs, to a person saying now you want to be this, it's like, oh, so now you're God now. So now you get it what I'm trying to say? So you're right. Now listen, you're right. You see I said you're right. But I'm just talking about people that doesn't have the they're ignorant to what social constructs are. So like, for example, when people say, I don't care what other people think, like she just said a few seconds ago, that's a lie. Because she identifies herself as a BBW. That means you associate.
And why that's so confusing to me. Like, I get what he's saying about the social construct, and I understand
because you cared about
the social construct.
Exactly.
But it's more of like the wording. Is it that and that's what I was saying to him. It's like, is it the wording? Because in reality, do I care? Like, for example, do I care, or is it that I'm just abiding by it? But then it's just like, you care to abide by it, so that's why you care. But when I say I don't care, it's more of like,
you don't care what other people think. But if you didn't care what other people think, why would you call yourself?
Not that I don't care what.
But you get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah, I get that. But more of the part of, there's people who, for example, if I was in an argument with somebody right? They'll say everything, and then what's gonna be the hitter quitter that they're gonna say to me to like OD try to hurt my feelings? You fat bitch. Dead ass though. When you're and big girl, matter of fact, I didn't even tell y'all before we continue. If you are still here, hit that bell, subscribe,
and like.
Okay, share this to somebody because it's about to get real. If you are a big girl, overweight woman, fatty, big back, heavy, whatever it is, like you got an extra pounds. When you, even guys, if you get into an argument with a skinnier person or someone, what is the insult that they're gonna try to hit you in the heart is, oh, you fat bitch, oh, you fat nigga. You just fat. Matter of fact, we was just talking about the corn star with Zion Williams. What she do? She says, I'm trying to make you lose weight, you fat fuck. And this is, you get what I mean? So more of, when I say I don't care, it's more of like.
In reality, he's really not fat. Because being 300 pounds at 7'6'7" is actually pretty fucking good.
Basically.
That's pretty fucking good.
You get what
he's
I mean?
just fat for an NBA player. Basically. So that's why they identify him like that.
So when I say like I don't care, it's more of like, I'll say, you've heard me say like, oh my God, I'm so fat right now. I'm ODing, I'm being mad fatty, eating. That's just me, because it's a word to me, even though it's like a social construct, it's more of like a word that is used to describe you. So it's not that I care about it describing me and hurting my feelings. But I get what you get what I mean? Or does that?
I get what you're saying, but you still care.
Yeah, I care to, I guess, abide because I use the labels.
No, you care.
Care
because you use a social construct against someone. Not in a negative way or positive way. You just use it. Anytime you use social constructs, you care.
But I get what you're saying.
It might be 1%. It might be that 1%, but because it's that 1%, you care.
1% of what?
Remember I told you 0 to 100?
Yeah.
Yeah. You say I don't care. No, but that 1% means you do. You just don't care as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
The level, big difference.
The magnitude of you caring.
Exactly. But by you using social constructs, means you care.
If I was to
because think about it, right? If somebody random, you got into an argument, they called you a fat bitch. Why would you even care? Look. Why would you even get into an argument with them? Because you don't care. Yeah. To even get in an argument means you care.
Basically.
That's why we all care. The only people that really don't care is psychopaths.
But I feel like they care also.
No. I'm not talking about all of them. Yeah. I'm talking about when, if you go up to a random person and he'd be like, "What do you identify as, human?"
Some people, they're not psychopaths, and actually, see, those are ones that do not care to abide with the social construct.
Yeah, but they're kind of crazy.
Nah, some of them are just normal people. That's just
I don't know. You met me. So let me know if you met one.
I met one person
that don't identify as nothing.
She doesn't. She said to me, she's like, I'm like, what are you? Human. But where are you from? This world. And like she was, she just had a way of looking at life.
But a place is not a social construct. That's just the name of the place.
Meaning like, but she didn't identify as like anything. Do you get what I mean? It was
what did you identify as in your head?
Me or her?
What did you identify as?
I mean, I couldn't identify because I don't know what she.
What did she look like?
She looked like she was mixed. So
what was the most defining? What was the most defining?
She looked like she was black and white.
Cool. She looked black.
So that would be the social construct she would be under, but she chose not to
describe. She chose to not disclose.
Yeah,
anything.
I'm a human. She doesn't abide by it.
What if she just didn't want to disclose that with you? Would it have said with someone else?
No, this is how she talked to everyone. So this was her or whatever. She wasn't crazy. She was just a different type of thinker.
How do you have a conversation with her?
You have regular conversation. I would ask questions.
Like what?
Anything else in the world. It don't gotta be about where she's from.
So has she ever called anybody crazy?
Yeah.
So she used social constructs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she didn't identify it.
I know,
but she would. You get what I'm saying?
But she's still part of us.
Yeah. She just don't identify.
Because she calls somebody crarazy. Get it?
Yeah.
In order for you to. You can't even, you don't even care.
It's so crazy.
Yo, I'm saying, that's why,
when
I told you this, I really meant, this person doesn't even care to identify other people. How do you feel about so-and-so? I don't know. Because they won't even say he's this. Because he's a social construct.
So
that means I assume that he wants to be called a he. That's what I mean by it's literally.
It's kind of.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
So the conversation, let's get back to the main topic. The conversation is about, does your number really matter? She said her piece, so I'm saying mine. Personally, me, I think everybody should know their number. Why? Because then you know what you need to work on. You know your flaws, now you can work on your flaws. If you know you're a 5 and one of your flaws is your teeth, it's time for you to get some braces if you feel like fixing your grill. If you don't feel like fixing your grill, understand that's why one of those reasons is your number. If you know you're short, you can't fix that. But you can learn how to dress better. But you can learn how to dress better. You can learn to smell better. You might just look normal, which means you're not stinky, you don't dress okay, you're just normal. So you could do things to make yourself look better, fix it. You could do more hairstyles. You could find a hairstyle that suits you best. You can dress better, you can smell better, you can work out to work on your physique, to maybe up your number. Also, have better skincare. Taking better care of your skin automatically raises your number. Some like when I say it's a fact, like some people say I don't care, it's what I feel. That's cool. You could be oblivious to this world that you want to live in. But if you really want, I don't think no one wants to not look better.
But I don't necessarily think if your number is a certain thing to people, like these numbers, even in the science, it wasn't about how they dressed. It was more of your, like, what you look like.
What I'm saying is that sign. I wasn't even talking about that day. I know they did. Yeah, I know like, they did. But that's cool. But I'm talking about when you're in public and people are looking at you. What can you do to make yourself more higher valued? Like in the sense of looks, just in the looks, not higher valued as a person. They got to get to know you for that. I'm saying higher valued in the looks department. These are the ways you do it. If you're a skinny boy, put some weight on and get some muscle on you. If you're a skinny lady, work out a little bit. Maybe a better physique. If you're a bigger person, lose some weight. Train. If you got skin stuff, go to a dermatologist, start fixing your skin. It's 1,000 ways to skin the rabbit.
Okay.
It's 1,000 ways to skin the pig and make the pig look better. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you knew the pig was rolling in mud, you wouldn't eat the pork chop. But that way that pork chop look after it's cooked and done and made right, you slice and tend to that motherfucker.
Depends. Some people like the pig and roll in the mud. Everybody to each his own. I think that I get what you're saying.
You want the pig to roll in the mud before you eat it?
I mean, some people might. I mean, they gonna roll in the mud either way. The only difference is, it just comes to you looking nicer. It still was in the mud, but it's like
I'm just saying.
The whole, if you want to bring
this tea is fucking busting.
If you want to bring your value up, I just do it for your.
You can't say do it for yourself because sometimes
you want
outside,
to do it.
outside,
do it because in reality, when you try to put real talk, when you try to put value on like how somebody else rates you, you no longer, it's not you, it's now it's based off of that. Not everybody.
Listen, too much of anything is bad. I get it what you're saying. Too much of anything is bad.
To me, it's bad when it's
not caring what other people, how other people view you. To me, is bad too.
Like if you want to get, like for real, like for example, like you're like, oh, get your skin better. You should want to do that because you want your skin to be better. You should want to do these things because you want to be healthy. You want your body to feel good. You want to feel good. Like you just want to. Like I don't think that your number is lower based on like. That means that you automatically are looking.
Once again, I didn't say that's your worth.
I didn't say. I'm not saying.
I know that. I'm just reiterating
that. It's just more of like, do this because it makes you happy. Do it because it's fulfilling. Like
everybody wants to be desired. Everybody wants to be desired.
Of course, but if you don't even,
and that's how you get more desired.
But if you don't even desire yourself, like you don't see
that's something therapy got to fix.
But the thing about it is. that's why I'm just like, yo, it's cool to know your number, but you also have to have like you also have to value yourself. It can't
I
be
mean,
based
but that's
on
that.
everybody, because once again, society's
I'm
fucked
not
up.
saying it's based on
No, I'm
everybody.
not
I'm
saying you're
saying
saying that. I'm just saying, this is how I look at it, and society's fucked up. I say this all the time. Society, you're either too ugly, too pretty. Pretty bitches get dogged. Ugly bitches get dogged. Ugly men get dogged. Handsome men get dogged. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too dark. You're too light. You're too short. You're too short, too tall. You're always too something. If you know what I mean, like there's model chicks who have eating disorders because they're worried about it's the world. Like when it comes too much, that's what it is. Like I understand, like know your number, so you could bring it up. Of course,
if you want to
if
bring it
you
up,
want to bring it up, or if because
or know your weaknesses.
I feel,
Sometimes,
or yeah,
yeah.
but I feel, but even with that, to each his own. There's always somebody for somebody. There's this. First of all, I know this couple.
You take
No,
it.
there's this couple. I ain't gonna say their name. This is real life, okay? One of them is rough, and the other one is rougher than rough, like rough, okay? Stank, rough. They found each other, married. Shit, I ain't even married.
And got rough kids.
Okay? Got kids, and they happy. And I'm not saying that's the way to be, but what I'm saying is there's somebody is gonna like your 5. To that person, you're not gonna be a 5.
Or
To that person, you might be a 7 or 8, or you really might be a 10.
in life, we're all striving for something. Am I saying strive to appeal to other people? No. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that there's good and bad to both polar opposites. There's good
It definitely is.
to not care, and there's bad to not care. There's good to caring and not caring. I'm saying that the people that don't care, they're rare. They are completely rare. And I just proved it. If you use social construct, you care. Now you just might not care as much as everybody else. Mm-hmm. But if you got 1% in the pot, you still care. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be desired. That's just what it is. Now, how much do you want to be desired? That's 0 to 1, 0 to 100 again. But we're not talking about the app, the negative to the pot to the super positive. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is it good to know your number? Yes. Can it be bad to know my number? Yes. Because if you don't got the confidence in yourself to understand why your number's the way it is, and actually look in the mirror and accept your flaws. Yeah. A lot of people have a problem accepting flaws. Yeah. And that's on them. But guess what? Therapy's there.
You know what's crazy? All right, so, and on the same topic, it's crazy to me when, and I get it, like, this is why the part that I agree with like knowing your number and being real with that number, right, is because it does prevent further psychological trauma. Yes, I'm gonna say it that deep. Because, for example, like I said before, I have, I'm not top tier in, society. I'm not top tier beauty. I'm a big girl on top of that. So there's that against me. I realized that at a very young age, you get what I mean? That like guys are just not gonna go, I'm not gonna be the first one. Even if I'm, cute or whatever, the fact that I'm a big girl, they're not gonna go towards me. So I had that reality like very young. So, I have a lot of pretty friends, slim, nice body or whatever the case is. So I was used to being around them and never getting hollered at. You get what I'm saying? But there's been situations where like other girls join the group. And like you think they joined the group and they genuinely want to be there until like their number is placed in front of them. And when I mean their number is placed in front of them, they're with a girl or with 2 girls or whatever the case is that outshine them. And the 2 girls end up getting more attention. And because they end up getting more attention, they're bitter towards them. You know what I mean? Like that's
it's called a social experiment.
And that's when it's just like, to me, I'm like, how don't you, girl, I know, like to me, I'm like, I know you went through some roughness. Like I know you didn't always But then again, who knows the demographic? Maybe they did. You get what I'm saying? But it's
sometimes people want to be the star of the show, but they never was the star of the show to begin with, and it's all right, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
You will start somewhere.
Every woman, everybody wants to be the star. Everybody wants to be the main character. Mm-hmm. But you the only main character in your story.
Yeah. But it's
But when the story becomes everybody's in the story, that's when you realize, damn, I'm not even the main story on my birthday. And that's when you gotta just fall back. But this is why knowing your number can help you. Why?
Yeah.
Because if you know your number, then you know, like, damn, I gotta stop being a bitch. Maybe if I'm a nicer person, blah, 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 blah. Maybe if I get a better job, I get my shit together.
Or you realize your number, and if you a bitch, you're like, fuck it. Because I know a girl that has a low number, and she's a big-ass bitch. And she's in a whole relationship, and a nigga take her like a bitch. It's just, like, you know, I seen this podcast. I think I said it to you. So the dude it's two girls. Two girls are friends. One is slimmer, one's a little bit. She's not a big girl, but she's bigger than a slimmer chick. Mm-hmm. So like, they asked the guy like, who would you talk to between them? And he was like, well, I would talk to her because she's slimmer. That's what he said. She was like, I would fuck you up. I will fuck you. And she was just like, you're talking real. And she goes, UK. She's like, you talking real shit, man. What do you mean? Da da da. And then in that instance, she bashes her friend. And it's just like, I understand you talking about you like curvy girls and you're gonna pick her? She has the body of a 12-year-old. And I'm just like, and the crazy part is like the skinny girl's just like, yeah, you know, when guys talk to me, I really do wonder, you know, why they, and she's a really pretty girl. Really pretty girl. Little tiny, little curvy, bumpy body. You get what I mean? Like, she wasn't bad looking. You get what I'm saying? And the girl she went off. And this is when it was just like, but this is...
Why are you mad that somebody chose somebody over you? This is what I mean by entitled. This is what I mean by entitled. So, like, it's okay.
And then after that, her whole goal the rest of the show was like, and it's funny, the whole goal of the rest of the show was to shit on him. Yeah. She was like, I wouldn't be with a guy like that. I wouldn't be with a guy like that. And then the host was like, yo, try to like riz like to, you know, to get her, whatever the case is. And all he did was just talk regular, ask questions about certain things, and her guard dropped real quick. And then she was like...
The same guy that played her?
The same guy that played... But he wasn't really trying to play her. He was just answering the question.
I know. Listen.
But she felt played.
But all he had to do is be nice to her. And so then because that's how easy it is.
And so he started... And he was just saying, he's like, oh, so you say you can't find guys. Why? She's like, well, you know, I'm real crazy and da-da-da-da. And he's just like, well, why do you think you're real crazy? Because, you know, sometimes
everybody in the room knows why she's crazy.
My guard. But her guard dropped, and then she realized it. She was like, wait a minute, man. Ain't you supposed to be trying to... holler at me, this ain't a therapy session. And he's just like she realized that her guard dropped and how it worked. And then when he was trying to talk to the other shorty or whatever the case is, of course her guard is all the way up because she's just like, because she already saw him do it or whatever. And she was also shitting on him the rest of the show also because of, you know, what he said to her friend. And
so wait. So they're friends, the two girls.
The two girls were
friends. The curvier girl said she got the body of a 12-year-old, and she still rolled with her.
Yeah,
and
that shit was crazy.
Y'all don't see like.
I was like, why you? I had to comment under the post like, why are you bashing your friends? Like if he was gonna holler at her, she's not gonna read it.
She's not gonna read it.
Of course, you're not gonna read it. But it was just like, let's put this on there some people to see it.
First off, this is totally off topic. This is why women are the worst friends. And I'm sorry to say this about y'all because y'all not, like, you see my bros, like, we could get into arguments, but I'm never gonna shit on him in front of some random people. Mm-hmm. I might shit on him one-on-one, dolo. Like, and that's me trying to keep it real with him or educate him or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going shit like, yo, he could be dead ass wrong in front of everybody. I'm fucking riding out with him to the sun, nigga. But women, yo, if they think that they supposed to be getting something that you taking from them,
OD.
that's all it
And
is.
she wasn't
Yo,
even into him.
listen. I seen female friends, right? And this is a true story, right? I got a homegirl, right? And she went out with homeboy, right? She introduced her to the friends like, this my homeboy, it's my friend. Now they just started talking, so she didn't want to say we're dating because they're not dating yet.
Yeah.
But they're kind of out on a date.
Yeah.
Right? So one of the girls knew already, right? So it's two other girls. So night go on. She kind of playing homeboy close, like the one that brought her. The one, my homegirl, playing him close at first. But then she went off to the bar. She saw somebody she knew. So when she come back, she see this one chick all in his face. Right? So she played it cool. She went to her friend. The whole night they chat. So she said, all right. She heard a song she liked, so she went back around to homeboy.
Yeah.
Right? And she went to go dance on him. Now, the whole time after that, she side-eyed her. Right? So night in, he taking her home. So homeboy like, yo, you know your friend tried to talk to me. But here's here's the trick, right? But you entertain it, homeboy. Like you sat there and talked. So like, it's just funny to me that. So she asked him, was like, so did you tell her that we're talking? Nah, I just said exactly what you said. And the first thing I said, so you live the game, be the game. That's what you pitching. So when she came back around, she cut the conversation off, like kind of, and she started dancing on him. After that, she didn't come back. But mind you, this is her homegirl.
Yeah.
So she knows all three of the girls.
Listen.
Now, right, the next day she talked to her friend. Her friend was like, yeah, I told her when y'all was coming that y'all were talking. So Shorty knew that they were talking. She's no excuses. But this is what people do. This is like, do bros do this all the time? Bros, but the way bros do it, it's still shaky. It's still shaky
because you have. I know this one dude used to be like big timer around the block or whatever the case was, and he had a crew of boys, the dudes that he grew up with, right, from young. But anytime the dude that was real popular, anytime he got close to a female, of course his friends is around or whatever, two of the guys out of his crew would make it their point to always like sniff around it, like sniff behind his ass and go to the female and talk mad shit about dude. Mad shit. But that's happened mad times. Or a dude, being friends with another dude, he dude is treating Shorty horribly or whatever the case is. So he go there, be the shoulder to cry on, end up humping on her.
So look, I got mad. Listen, when it comes to fucking niggas, bitches, I got a lot of stories.
Good night. All right.
So like, listen, right? I remember one time, right?
It's about to get spicy.
I remember
Subscribe.
one time. Subscribe. Yeah, it's story time, right? So look, I remember one time when I was back at work or whatever, my old job, and I bagged some joint off of like a social dating website, right? Whatever. She come to the house. First time I ever met her, busted in the house. Cool. I'm playing 2K the next day with my homeboy. You know the story. I was playing 2K with my homeboy the next day. We talk about his baby shower, etc. So I'm like, all right, so I'm taking Shorty home. Shorty's like, she started asking me questions about homeboy. Like, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, yeah, he's about to have a kid, and him and Shorty live with him and everything. You know what I mean? So Shorty started crying. So you know me, I don't know what the fuck going on. Now, as I'm older now, I'm like, damn. My man was fucking this bitch, right?
Oh, shit.
So look. He's been trying to make her, like, move in for his shorty. Like, so he's been talking, she said, yeah, I let him wait like 6 months before he killed. I said, you met me off tag, you let me kill the same first time? So.
That's a throwback tag.
This showed me, right? This showed me that women pick and choose what they want to do.
Yeah.
She came here to bust it open, and she made him wait 6 months. Now, I heard whatever, and it was just like, I'm more upset at my man because you having a seed, and you got a joint that live in your house, but you out here trying to make, like, Shorty was a nurse and everything. So it's just like, he was ready to, he was like doing dates with her. And all, you know, and the crazy thing, this is the first time I've ever saw this side of him. When I realized later on, years later, I was like, oh, this is what this nigga does.
Yeah.
So this is his moment. But he was giving her this, like, I want to be your man. I want to be this. I want to be that. But you got a woman that you got in your house. You got a house living. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean by, she looked at him like, not really my type. He cool. He's funny. I'm really her type. So she let me kill. And this is the problem.
What?
Is judging. She put him in a social construct. And the social construct for her was, yeah, I'm going to see how much I could get out of him. See where you're going to take this. She was like, I really like him. She was sitting here crying, but I just bust your ass. I just bust your ass. You didn't really like him that much.
But, so I'll say this. I think that is the other way around. I think that she is what she, usually females make the one that you want to stay longer, wait longer. Because that means she actually wants more with you. When she lets you kill the first night, it means that she really don't give a fuck about you. Sometimes females let you kill the first night because they don't plan to ever see you again. Majority of the time. This could be, but you could also be a dick supplier. Not saying that that's the situation, but
obviously he's not a good dick supplier.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is. Or you're the dick supplier.
But that's why she doesn't want to be with him long term.
Also, you could be the dick supplier to hold it down so she could hold out on dude. Because some females do that. That's like a strategy.
But I just met her.
Yeah, but me.
You're talking about other situations.
No, I'm just talking about so a lot of times when females fuck a dude on the first night or whatever the case is, they really don't. It's not somebody that you actually care about or someone that you.
I never thought of it like that. I always thought about the man situation.
Because think about it, once you fuck her, really men don't look at you as wifey material, and women know that. So if you get what I'm saying, sometimes there's situations where it's different. You get what I mean? Because I know a lot of fuck buddies that end up
I fucked a lot of girls on the first night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's different, but there's a lot of situations.
Shout out to all the girls on the first night. You know what I mean?
But
I fucks with y'all. You know what I mean?
But she probably actually seen like a future with him. That's why she made him wait out. Because it's like I want him some respect.
But he wasn't doing it good because I did it well.
He did her dirty. I don't know what she was. She felt.
He did her dirty, or she did him dirty.
He did her dirty.
No, he didn't.
Did she know about that other side?
No, but just like she didn't know that I smashed it until later on.
I mean, she still.
They both did each other dirty.
Did each other dirty.
Exactly. Nobody. That's the funny thing about the situation.
She had a vision, like she cried, so that means she had like a vision of him. I'm not saying she.
You know why she cried? Because she felt like she got one-upped. That's why she cried. People don't like being in a losing situation. She figured that the whole time he had a girl, the whole time living with him and everything, prior to her, and she's a side piece.
She was trying to be.
She was a side piece and didn't really know.
Trying to be sneaky.
This is a girl. Look, this is the girl that's a nurse.
That's what happened.
She got a good job. She like, I'm the grade A shit. And in reality, he was treating her like a side chick. And honestly speaking, no offense to her, well and deservingly so.
I mean, yeah, that's what she tried to be sneaky, and she got snuck.
Mm-hmm. He's been sneaking the whole. You wouldn't.
What would her number be society-wise?
A 0 out of 10?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think is 0 part of that scale. I thought it was 1.
1 out of 10. My bad.
mean,
That means everybody earns a 1. That's why I say 0 out of.
I mean, does people really earn zeros?
Nah, but that's the reason. Like people who really earn 10s. Like that's how you gotta look
Nobody
at
earns
it.
10.
That's my point, but it's still there.
But that's what I'm saying. So okay, so 0's still there, but nobody would earn a 0.
So for me, she's like a 5.
Oh, okay.
She's a good-looking woman.
Yeah,
But that,
five
once
is,
again,
5 is average. That's not a bad-looking woman.
5 is a good-looking woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 5 is average. That's not a bad-looking woman.
Yeah, she's a good-looking woman.
I think I said that's not a good-looking the first time. I meant to say that's not a bad-looking woman. 5, because 5 is average. A lot of celebrities are 5, but because they have the extra.
A lot of celebrities are not 5.
Yes, a lot of celebrities
Like
are
who?
5.
Name a female celebrity that's 5. Besides the big ones.
Wow, that's my stuff.
That's a joke.
Who's a 5 that
Good luck.
is seen as a?
Good luck.
I'm horrible at finding less
The
celebrities.
only one I know
Remember
for a
this
fact
last
that's
time?
and she's lower than the 5. She's the one that did that. She was the queen of. She was like the queen warrior.
Oh, Viola Davis.
The one that did how to get away with murder.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Yeah. She's lower than the 5.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She
But
ain't got it.
she could.
She ain't got it, son. She ain't got it. She ain't got
could
it.
bag
She ain't got it.
some-
She ain't got it. I never seen a movie she got it.
Well, because her characters, first of all, her characters are never like the beauty characters.
Son, she ain't got
But
it.
in How to Get Away with Murder,
ain't
sometimes
look
she
good to
was
me then.
stepping looking real nice though.
You talking about clothes or you talking about looks?
Looks too, she had it,
Nah,
But her characters, they always got her crying with the boogers and shit.
Nah,
And she's always a mean character.
nah, cause she looks mean.
'Cause,
Nah,
that's
I'm sorry.
Also
I'm sorry.
that's also
Nah.
the what is it?
Oprah's a 5. Oprah's a little lower than a 5 though.
Yeah.
Oprah's always been lower than a 5.
But she's
She actually looked better with old as age.
yeah.
She should have been on the same track. Younger, she might have been good.
But some females they
Who else?
get it.
But once again, we talking about name.
I don't know. It's horrible for
You
me
said
to
you could
pick.
name them.
No, I said they are. But then I said, I'm horrible at picking stuff. Remember the other video when we was trying to pick a dark-skinned, beautiful woman? I was like, I know her, but I don't know her name. I'm horrible with names. Right now, you just name. I'm like, oh yeah. But still, I'm saying there's still 5 celebrities. Either way, you name 2 of them, and they're celebrities.
I named a super wealthy woman.
But they're celebrities. Either way, there's still 5.
She's a super.
So that's what I'm saying. There's celebrities who are 5. And
Super.
But Viola Davis is also considered very beautiful. For real.
Cut that shit out, y'all.
For real.
She's not beautiful.
I mean, listen.
She's not ugly.
What I'm saying is,
And she's having the
5
most
is
help in the
not
world
bad.
to make her look not ugly. She got the best makeup artists.
I mean, they ain't doing that much on
Let
her face.
let them take that mug off.
All right.
She's a strong black
But we
woman.
talking
man.
about like without the makeup.
Shit, she's getting hit like a bunk.
Listen, either way, 5 is not a bad number. It's
not.
average, good looking woman,
Mm-hmm.
That's really that.
I think I'm a 4 or 5.
I just think that's
What you
why
think you are?
I think that, well, personally, I feel this is when I look in the mirror.
No. What do you think society rates you as?
Oh, society rates me, depending
What
on
do you think society rates you as?
depends. So first of all, it depends on the demographic. But between
What does society?
can you
All of it.
Let me answer.
You give me too
So
much.
depending on the demographic, I can be anywhere from a 3 to a. I'm gonna say 2 because of my body, 2 to a 5, depending on the demographic, depending on who. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of like.
Okay.
Everybody has different whatchamacallit. Personally, on a good day, when I step out or whatever,
That's not the question I asked, but okay.
I'm still answering. I'm gonna just tell people because I wanted to. On a good day, when I step out, I feel like a 7.5. I be looking in the mirror like, damn, bitch. Damn, bitch. feel.
I don't even.
And that's
You know
how
what's crazy?
I
I don't even look at
it.
myself like that. I look at myself for what it is.
You don't ever look in the mirror and be like, damn, son. Oof,
Nah.
I'm looking. You don't ever look in the mirror and be like, damn.
I try my best in the mirror.
I was a handsome motherfucking young man.
I try my best to look good. That's it.
Really?
If I get past 5, God bless me.
I think you've gotten past 5. You've having some past.
When
5
I was
days.
younger.
No, you.
When I was fucking younger. When I was younger, yeah, it was nice.
Past 5 days.
When I was like 18, 19, 20, fuck yeah.
Man.
Being honest, man. That's the thing about honesty, man.
But you know.
It's the thing about honesty,
It
man.
is honest. No, it is honest. And I think that is good to know that, or whatever the case is. Like,
But am I trying now to work to get up past 5? Yes, I am. I'm doing my skin treatments, man. Listen.
I kind of, and there's things
Team chemical pill. I'm about to get on that.
There's things that I want to do also like that with the skin, like, lose some weight, working on that. But it's more of like I guess, feel better, feel more comfortable in my skin.
Whatever you're going to use to motivate you to get yourself there, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Because there's certain areas, even though I love myself in every stage, you get what I mean? But there's certain things I want to do, like, comfortable wise. I've gained some weight in these past couple of months or whatever the case is. And you guys could look at the videos and see it. It's crazy. And I could feel... And I can feel the discomfort.
It's just crazy how women just nitpick at themselves.
No, I feel it. Like, I feel it in my bones. I feel like when being overweight.
I'm overweight too.
It's not the healthiest choice. Granted, some people carry it well. Cool.
You know what's crazy? I know some healthy ass overweight people.
Yeah, but when you're not like fit, you're not, it's uncomfortable. So like that's why I'm like, if me doing this, even like the skin stuff, I have sarcoidosis of the skin, so like I know it bothers me because this wasn't my skin before. So that's what I mean about like when you want to enhance yourself, you're doing it because you want to do this, not so much. It's not bad to want to attract the opposite sex, but it should not be the only reason why you're doing it. People are dying. People are going so far to doing surgeries. They're getting stuff enhancement. Like people get because it does get to the extreme. I remember talking to my homegirl maybe like 2-3 years ago. I'm gonna say associate. She ain't really my homegirl, but like she was so adamant about getting her body done, right? And I was like, why? And she was like, well, because her man told her like if she don't get her body done, he not gonna talk to her no more. And I was like, what? The fuck? Like,
that's my nigga.
Mind you, she was,
that's my guy, man.
No, and it's like, so you about to put yourself under the knife. And granted, no shade to anybody that's gotten their body done. But if you did, the craziness of that, regardless of when you go under the knife for regular health procedures, it's risky. You get what I mean? So now to do it off of the fact of like, oh, I want to fit this look because I'm going to look like this kind of person. Even guys getting they penis increased or getting like they're now doing surgery to be taller. All of these things when it's just like you're doing this to appease everybody else, not for yourself. I mean, then again, maybe they feel horrible, short, or whatever the case is, but when it's to the extreme, that's when it's just like, do it because you want to do this, not because you're trying to do it for everybody else. If you are doing it, like it shouldn't be a big percentage. The fuck? Love yourself. If you're going through these changes, love yourself in every stage that you are. I'm not saying that that's what we're not saying or whatever, but I just want to put that out there. I didn't say nothing. Even if you're a 4, love your 4. If you're a 3, love your 3. And then do your other stuff or whatever the case is that you feel to make yourself look better. But love yourself in all of these damn stages. Because if you don't love yourself in those stages, when you get to that other stage, you're still not going to be happy. That's the truth. Boy.
Fuck all that shit. I'm going to say it just like this one time. One time, bust your mind. Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
Too less of something is bad.
Yeah.
So you need to have a healthy medium these things. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? If you know you got a fucked up grill and that could get you up half a point, my man, go get your teeth whitened and go get some fucking Invisaligns, man, or some braces, nigga. Go live your fucking life, my nigga. Go if you got a fucked up face, like skin wise, acne and all that, go to the dermatologist twice a month until they figure out what it is. Maybe change your diet. If you change your diet, you might lose more weight. Listen, a lot of the times better health means you losing weight. Or better health could be you gaining some weight. Some people need to gain weight.
Means you live longer.
You know what I'm saying? So like, use these things in a meaningful way. It shouldn't always be about how you look to other people. But I'm sorry, that could be one of the motivation factors. It could be. But at the end of the day, just be happy. Learn to be happy. Learn to be satisfied with what you got.
Yeah.
Once you learn that and you could do a little better here and there, get there. You know what I'm saying?
Make
Be
sure.
the best person you could be. You know what I'm saying? Your number shouldn't be your value. Your personality, what you do, how you act, how you behave, how you influence, how you teach should be your real value.
Because 8 and 9s, they still get dogged out. So, like, it's the
Listen,
truth.
so I'm saying like all those things is you could be an 8, but you could be a bitch or an asshole. You could be a 9, be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So none of that shit really matters. It all matters about who is you as a person. And that's the bottom line.
Bring it to him.
Because Stone Cold says so.
Okay. I thought it was going to be something else. but guys, hit that bell
I would like for y'all to
so you get that notification.
like, comment, subscribe. If you like
All
this
of it.
topic and you like something more related, give us something to talk about.
What do y'all think about knowing your number? What is your number? Do you care what
And
society?
be honest with yourself.
What do you care?
Cut this shit out. Y'all girls that say y'all 10s,
Everybody could be a 10.
listen, you just had a UI infection the other day. How you a fucking 10?
Listen,
Yo.
you can't help but sometimes as a female, that shit just happens.
Urinary tract
You could be wearing
infection.
the wrong underwear
You know what I'm
and that
saying?
shit happens. You could
How you
pee
attending
after sex so you don't get it on a regular.
How you attending and you left your house and you ain't lotion your legs and you ashy out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real, baby. Like,
what's your number? Do you care
like,
about what
and
society
niggas
gives?
and women, stop wanting niggas to worship y'all. What's wrong with you? You're not God. Remember, you know what I mean?
I can't say I ain't. Limit.
Stop wanting niggas to worship y'all. You want a man.
Take me.
Stop wanting niggas to worship y'all, because if he's worshiping you, he ain't doing the right thing for himself. Period. Bottom line.
That's a whole nother topic. We got to talk about that. We got to unfold that one.
You know what I mean?
A whole topic.
I don't want to be worshipped. I want a woman that's going to do right by me. And a woman should want the same. I'm going to do right by her. I'm not worshiping you, because if I'm worshiping you, then how I'm making sure this rent paid, how I'm making sure I'm doing my part as a man, how I'm doing the right things. Because I'm out here worshiping you. I'm out here thinking about you nonstop. What kind of nigga is this? Come on, man. Y'all gotta be killing me, y'all simp ass niggas, man.
We gonna leave that for the next. We
I
gotta
want
leave
y'all
that
to
for
like,
another topic.
comment,
because
and
that was a good
subscribe.
one.
Stop putting people on a pedestal. No one should put anyone on a pedestal. Stop idolizing people. You know what I'm saying? That's a sin, actually, in the Bible. You don't idolize nobody. What's wrong with y'all motherfuckers, man? I want y'all to have a good...
This is going deep.
Nah, because that's a problem with people. People be thinking about, I want him to think about me. Nah, stop. The fuck wrong with you? Think about you. I'm thinking about kicking your ass out, baby.
All right.
You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
guys. We got to go.
I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and please turn on your notifications. Please tell us another topic. This is fun.
I love you guys.
Don't say it.
Salam.
She wants salami.
I don't want salami.
She wants salami with mustard.
Salami, peace.
No.
So long.